I should have recorded this. I'm bugging.
Get in here. Get in here. This is going to be a special one, y'all. Let me put my headphones on. Let me get my headphones.
Motion detected at the front door.
All right. All right. We got headphones. I think a lot of people gonna be excited about this one. You on mute. You muted yourself.
My fault.
Okay.
It's kicking in a little early. Oh, nah, but I will say though, you know what I'm saying? This keep it like a regular conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hate them real super. So when you get your career started and
Yeah.
like listen, we gonna talk the talk, man. I wanna have a real conversation.
Yeah, because it's like I don't know you.
Oh man, yeah.
Uh okay, we got some comments up in here already.
Word. I'm sending the blast out. My people coming through.
Jamal, what up? Agent Smith, Charles Clements. Don't forget, right after this, we got the beat auction. Pause. Might have to
Yeah,
change the name for that.
that's something that's something crazy, Papa. That's something crazy.
DJ Marcus, what up? Yeah, we got the track auction. We're gonna have the track auction after this. Code
Produc-
45, what up?
Production auction, man. Y'all tap in with my guy.
Oh, I forgot the fight is tonight. Oh well.
Hey, listen.
We gonna get some beats up. Damn. We gonna get some tracks off. Yo, I'm catching myself,
Hey,
man.
hey, nah, but listen though, man. I'm here as long as you want me here, bro. So,
Word.
do your thing.
All right. All right. So we got some people up in here. Let's go ahead
Word.
and get started. Shit, I'm gonna ask the question everybody else wanted to do. How the hell did you end up on Westside Gunns album?
What you mean? Because I'm nice. What you mean, bro?
Yeah. What was the
Nah. But I would say I didn't know I was gonna be on this album. Like somebody had mentioned it to me. Shout out to my bro, Polo, right? Well, Rugby. His name is Rugby. But yeah, mentioned it to me. I was on live. I was, me cooking up like I normally do, and he was like, "Yo, you on the album, right?" I'm like, "Nigga, I'm not on the album." Like, how I'm on the album. I didn't send bro anything. Then I thought about it. I said, "Damn." I did leave 2 joints for him before I left Arizona or Phoenix, and which was Stain and Eddie Kingston. By the time it was none of that. Um, he recorded to Stain first, and then he didn't record to Eddie Kingston yet, or the beat for Eddie Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
So time goes by. I'm just like, all right, smooth. Um, that's when I'm on live. My man's was like, "Yo, you on the album. You on a production credit." I'm like, what? He was like, "Yo, your name is J.R. Swift, right?" I said, "Well, duh. I think I'm the only J.R." Um, then I looked and I was like, "Oh, okay, word." Then I started putting two and two together. I was like, "Okay, I know. I think I know what beat it is." And then I played the joint when I was on live, and people was like, "Yo, this is crazy. That's crazy." I think I got the hardest beat on side B. I think the hardest song is Hell on Earth 2. Shout out to Sovereign. I think she got the hardest record, but I think I got the hardest beat on that project.
But what was your first collaboration with Griselda? Because you were on albums before this last one. What was your first collaboration with Griselda?
The first joint was Big Luther Freestyle. So that was 2018.
Mm-hmm.
On Hill is Six. That was the first time I connected with Wes. And it's crazy. A year before I was at a show. They came here to Charlotte. They was on tour with the Lock. So it was him. I think Benny was there. And then it was Dizza. And then it was the Locks. Um, so a year before that, around my birthday, around this time, a lot of that's the thing. I'll get into that later. A lot of stuff happened around my birthday time. This year is probably the first time nothing has happened yet.
Not
But
yet.
yeah, not yet. Um, but 2017 went to a concert. 2018, that's when I got my first placement on the Big Luther Freestyle. Oh, so that was my first time working with them.
So how did that happen? Did you just send
Oh,
him some beats, or like how did the relationship start with
yeah.
Griselda?
So shout out to my homie Balaam. So Balaam, I had a beat battle. So I was in New York already. I was at my ex crib, and Balaam, my homie, that lives out here in he lives in Winston Salem. But anyway, he sent me the IG post and was like, "Yo, West looking for beats." And it was like 40, 50 minutes in already from that post. So I was like, bro, there's no way this email is probably full. So I tried my luck anyway and went through. I said, oh, okay. I sent like 6 joints, maybe 6 or 7 joints. I'm like, okay, they went through. So I waited. Shout out to his road manager. So B Burton had hit me and he was like, yo, Wes, rock it with your joints. I was like, word? He's like, yeah, okay. He's gonna say your name on the IG post or whatever, IG story. I said, I smooth. So the next post, he said my name. I was like, oh, so this is like legit. So that's how that happened. So shout out to my homie Balaam. At first, I'm gonna keep it real. This was one of a major opportunity that I was gonna miss because I wasn't gonna send anything. I'm like, yo, this email is probably full. I'm not gonna say nothing. And I would have been stupid enough not doing it. And I did it.
Right,
Now, J.R. Swift has rise. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right. Sometimes producers get in their own way and they overthink things like you did, and it's some
yeah,
some people some people don't go forward and do it, and that
yeah,
opportunity never happens.
yeah, for sure. I could be ignorant a lot of the times, for sure. I'm man enough to say that I could be ignorant sometimes. So
Was this a paid placement?
mm, yeah, it was. It was.
Okay, all right, that's what's up. How How does Griselda pay? PayPal, Venmo, check.
So, but how the saying go? I'm not at liberty to discuss.
I got you. I
But
got you.
just know it was as many forms of payment. So you do with that information as you will.
Got it.
Mm.
So, do you develop a relationship with these guys after that first? What album was that? That was a mixtape, right?
Yeah, so that was Hilla 6 for sure.
Okay. And the next
Yeah.
placement comes when?
So the next placement was Flea Lord.
Okay.
So Flea Lord's looking for production, and I seen a post. No, actually, shout out to my homie Low from Canada. Low had set me up and was like, yo, Flea Lord, like this dude is dope. I said, okay, word. I never heard of him. I never heard of him at that particular time. So I was like, all right, smooth. So I tapped in. I was like, yo, bro, I did such and such for West. He's connected with them already. Like they already family. So he's like, okay, word. So send me some joints. And I did. That's how I sent the beat, which ended up becoming Broken Femur. Um, but I remember seeing a post with him and Conway, and I was like, yo, that would be fire to have both of y'all on a record. He's like, I guess he just read it. And I was working at T-Mobile at the time. He called me and he was like, yo, remember what you asked for? And at the time, I didn't think of it. I'm like, yo, I don't remember. He was like, yo, I got bro on the record. And he was like, yo, I got Conway on the record. I said, word, okay. That's fire. And that's how Broken Femur came about. And then being the stand up dude that Flea Lord is, shout out to bro. He tapped me in with Conway, and I sent like Conway like 12 joints, and he picked two out of like 10 or 12. He picked more than that actually, and but other records just didn't get cut yet or
Right.
at all. But he cut EIF, the intro track to Fool 3, and he cut Riches in the City. So that's how I guess if you consider my third placement, if you consider Flea Lord placement or not. I mean, it just depends who you are. For me, I consider Flea Lord my second placement, and then Conway. So that's how that came about. If it wasn't for Flea, it won't be me and Conway. So shout out to both of them.
Where so this so you 2018 is when you sent the beat to
West.
Wes. What machine
Mm-hmm.
are you using? Did you have the live back then? What were you
No, I
using back?
didn't.
What were you using?
Damn, what did I have? I think I had the studio. I think my pops gave me the studio. I had no monitors. I did have the studio. I had the NPC studio, the silver joint.
Hmm.
Um, and I had like some Bluetooth speaker. You know what I mean? Um, and I had that for a very long time. I ain't had monitors for the longest. I was just A and B like with mixing. I was just A and B through the headphones. So I had that for the longest. I had the NPC studio, and then maybe 2019, 2018, somewhere around there, I bought the live, and I had the live ever since. So the live ain't really that old.
Right. So young producers, you don't need $10,000 worth of gear. He got his first placement with a studio and Bluetooth speakers.
Yeah, and that be killing me, man. We got to build on that real fast. That be
Yeah.
killing me so much because producers feel like, you know, I'm gonna tell y'all right. So in front of me, I got some folk cows. You know what I'm saying? I have, $1,500 speakers. I mean, I got my car and I got a keyboard right here. Got my keyboard. None of this was non-existent for the longest time. If you go back and look, I don't think I have the pictures up, but I already posted a picture. I literally just had the Bluetooth, the little tall tower Bluetooth speaker. When you play music, water come out of it. Um, and then my studio, and then I had a 2010, which I still have right here. 2010 MacBook. It was just a regular MacBook that my pops gave me. As I was making beats, so let me see. Most majority of Elza album was cut from that laptop. I'm willing to say 80, 85% of the album was cut from that laptop. Um, and then that drum machine. Nothing else. And then I think he ended up giving me the KRK fives. I think the first generation,
Mhm.
and I had those. But I went through so much equipment, bro. Like people feel like you gotta have $1,000 synths and SP44s, 303s, and a Moog and so on and so forth. None of that shit not gonna matter. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, I don't know you could, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you think?
Yeah. But none of that shit is gonna matter if your beat still sound like a ringtone from a Motorola flip phone. None of that's gonna matter if the beats is still not hitting hard. You know what I'm saying? So I could take the least amount of equipment and still make a better beat than you because I know what I'm doing. So people feel like, oh, I gotta take. There's people who make, you know, better beats than me, and they just got a laptop. They use an FL game and going crazy.
Right.
So it's your ear. It's how you mix. If you know what you're doing, you can do a little basic mix. The equipment doesn't matter. You could achieve the same or at least close enough sound that you're trying to achieve with just VSTs, plugins, and just your laptop and a little MIDI keyboard. You don't need much.
I agree. Uh, do you have a uh do you have a Benny beat?
I'm trying to, man. So I'm putting it out there. Yo, if y'all want to bless your boy for his B day before 12 o'clock hits, y'all want to bless your boy, for his B day with a Benny ticket. You know what I mean? Hit my cash out. Y'all hit me up. So I can link with Benny. But nah, I haven't. He's the only one I haven't worked with yet. We had some talks or whatever, but we never really worked yet. But that's
Okay.
somebody that's on my vision board. That's somebody I wanted to work with. I mean, I think Benny is a very dope storyteller
Right.
of our time, our generation. That's somebody I definitely want to work with for sure.
I definitely think when I heard Lloyd Banks album, I thought about you. I
I should have been
definitely
on
thought
there
I thought you could have fit on there.
for sure.
Did you
Should have been
submit? See, did you
absolutely,
submit? Okay. Okay.
absolutely. Like
Because
13 beats,
damn.
13 beats. I had beats from 2018. I was sending because I was holding out. I was like, I could hear Banks on this.
Oh
I was
damn.
holding out. I was holding out. I had this joint. One of my favorite beats is called "Welcome Back." Heavily Banks. Banks would have went crazy. I sent that, and among other joints, it should have been at least 3 or 4 JSWs joints cuts on the album, at least.
Don't make the next one.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I should. I definitely should.
Yeah. Uh, let's talk Elzai.
Absolutely, my
Oh
guy.
my God.
Crazy album, right? Very underrated.
Very underrated.
hmm
What label did that come through? Or it just
That
you
was
guys just put it
Glow.
out?
So that was Glow and a Glow 365 in Fat Beats.
Hmm. You
Yeah,
did everything, right? You did.
I did the whole joint, man. The whole joint. About that, right? So that goes back to the birthday thing I was telling you about. So I was about to be either 27.
Jamel Honesty, what up? You need to work with that cat.
You
Jamel
did.
Honesty.
You
Oh,
late. We did already. You
oh,
late.
I'm super late.
Super late.
Damn, I
Come
gotta
on,
look that up.
gadget. Come on,
My
gadget.
bad, my bad, my bad.
Nah, nah, but around my birthday time, I was either going to be 27, 28, somewhere around there. So doing what I do now, making beats, posting on the gram. Um, I made one joint, and I was like, yo, I could hear Al on this. I sent him the joint via DM. He read it. Hella surprised. They didn't think this man was gonna, open up the DM, listen to the beat. He went crazy. He was like, yo, this is fire. He went through mad joints, mad joints. Son gave me his number.
Mhm.
This is my favorite MC. You know what I'm saying? This is, not if not one of my favorite, definitely my favorite MC. And he gave me his number, and I was like, damn. And I get into that later. Like I've been around a lot of MCs growing up, but as a grown man, that was one of my favorites. And I never been starstruck before. Like I said, I get into that later. But this is somebody I was like, damn, I'm damn near starstruck because I'm listening to, one of my favorite, and I got favorite bars from him, but one of my favorite joints he did with Star back in favorite verse is Star back on Trinity from SV. Killed this joint. Um Multiply. I like Multiply verse too, so on and so forth. Anyway, I'm like, damn, like this dude is dope. Call him, I'm on the phone with him, and I'm just like, damn, I'm literally on the phone with L, literally on the phone. And he was like, yo, bro, it's good. He's like, yo, it's good, dog. You know how they talk. If you know how they talk in Detroit,
Detroit. Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, it was good, dog. I'm like, yo, I'm chilling. I ain't really know what to say. I'm just like I'm on the phone with Al, and I'm like, yo, and I told him, I said, yo, this literally made my birthday. My birthday, I think, was the next day or 2 days after. I'm like, yo, you literally make this is like the ultimate birthday present that I could ask for. And we building, and a lot of people don't know. I'm fast forwarding. Like a lot of people don't know that wasn't supposed to be an album at all. That was only supposed to be singles, just cut. That was it. It was only supposed to be singles, and I think the following year, so 2018, he decided, yo, this is gonna be an album. I think you have the potential to make this as a full length album. Okay, word. So we cutting joints, we going back and forth for the whatever. I remember this call specifically. Like he called me and he was like, "Man, we talking about music. We just building. We build about numerous things." And he was like, "Man, I want to say this, like, you know, because I asked him. I said, what made you want to work with me per se?" He was like, "Yo, you gave me the same feel that Dilla used to give me." Man, listen,
Wow.
ain't nothing else another nigga could tell
Wow.
me, bro. It's nothing else nobody could tell me. I don't care who you are. For somebody to say that. Now, at first I'm like, nah, he could be capping. But now, like L's one of the realest dudes I've met. You know what I'm saying? They always say don't meet your idols. I met
Right.
Wes, I met Con, I met Benny, I met L, and all the niggas was real stand up dudes. No shady, no nothing. For him to say that, ain't nothing else nobody could tell me. Nothing else.
So this is crazy because you're leveraging all these placements through
Mm-hmm.
Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Like it ain't you ain't got no lawyer shopping stuff for you. It's
Mm-hmm.
like it's all you just through Instagram.
Right.
That's
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. I think even with that, man, and I'm still underrated. I don't get mentioned with some of the up and comers, or I'm not even worrying about the alchemists and so on and so forth. I'm not there yet. I still got a long way to go. But if you name some of your favorites that's popping, what I'm saying, whoever that may be, I don't get mentioned at all. I mean, I've been told so many things, excuse me, I'm stubborn, I'm all these type of things. And it's like now I withhold my energy. Like I don't rock with everybody. I don't give my time to everybody. So you know, if I'm considered that, that's fine. At least at least people can say, fake, phony, anything like that is no gray areas. Either I rock with you or don't. Or, if we able to build, we'll build. Like I don't like the fake phony. You gotta be straight up with me because I'm gonna do the same with you. So I don't get mentioned. I'm talking about, like far as let me throw some names up there, like the Vdons, like the Nicholas Cravens, the Future Waves, all these guys, the Conductor Williams, all them guys is super ill, super dope. JR don't get mentioned for whatever reason that may be, and I'm just as dope, or some may argue just better. I don't get mentioned for whatever reason because I don't know. I mean, I don't really trip no more. I used to trip about it, but I really don't trip no more because that's you know the work speak for itself. You figure Al Conway, what I'm saying, Monty Caesar, Skyzoo, West, RJ Payne, Flea Lord, Rome Street, so on and so forth, Papoose. My resume is being solidified and going to continue to be solidified. So, that's the game, man. So I ain't really tripping.
Uh, RJ Payne.
hmm
Is that through Instagram as well?
That was through the gram.
You are
That was
using you are using Instagram to its full potential.
I'm using. I tell anybody I'm trapping through the gram. People always ask, "Yo, do you have a website?" Which that's coming soon. Do you have a place where you sell beats? No, I don't have a website where I sell beats. This is my website, and the reason being, shout out to the guys that use beat stars and all that. Me personally, I don't use that stuff. I consider my artwork like a rare gem. You like think Basquiat. I mean, think like a pair of Dior ones. You know what I'm saying? Think of the rarest pair of sneakers. You
Right.
Eminem fours, whatever the case may be, something that's super rare that you can't get your hands on, or you got to pay bread to really get your hands on. That's how I consider my artwork. So when it's all said and done, it's like, damn, I own a piece of J.R. Swift artwork. That's why I pick and choose who I work with as well. Every every artist may not fit in my production. My style is not for everybody, and that's okay. That's something that I came to realization with. Like my style is not gonna be for everybody. Like you gotta rap. You have to rap, and that's the era that I came from. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
me and my pops, right? My pops got me into music. And I was around like Pat Pools early. I was around like Busta Rhymes. I was around AT. All of this, I'm in second grade. I'm still in New York. I'm second grade looking at the greats, bar heavy individuals. It's the same. And then my influence is like G Unit too. Super heavy G Unit fan. My production is around that area. So like 99 to like 03, 04, even 05. So even my influences, like High Tech, Dilla, Nas, Black Milk, so on and so forth. Like this is like when you get production from them, you're gonna have the rhyme. You're gonna have to construct like a fire song. A
Right.
lot of these dudes be trying to cookie cut their way into like, oh, I gotta be from X, Y, and Z. Nah, if you don't rap, like this nothing to talk about. I'm not even gonna work with you. Like I want a fire record. Like cause I know how I view music and I know the artistry that goes into it. See what I'm saying? So um I take my music probably a little more serious than others when it comes to like dealing with my artists. I'm not gonna work with somebody just because they hot. I know a lot of artists do that. They work with a producer because they popping. Nah, you can have a whole album produced by such and such, and I know my beats is better than theirs, respectfully. But you choose that person because of the name. But I know I'm a better producer. So you going for the name thing is going to sell, then your shit flop. You could have came over here, paid a bag, or we worked something out, and now you got the hottest album for the year. But they don't cats don't be thinking like that. So I don't know what to tell them.
What known artists have you turned down that you can say? I don't want to mess up no relate. You know what? I don't want to mess up no relationships.
Nah, I ain't gonna really say that. Um, it's people who I would say this right because I ain't gonna say no names. I would say it's people who I sent beats to. Then I said, "Fuck yeah, I'm not sending no more." I, these same beats could go to somebody else that's probably fire, or I could probably do more justice to the production because for me, I like to get an artist out of their element.
Hmm.
Like I said, you got to rap. So if I'm sending you joints, I'm not gonna go through 100 beats with you. If you're not fucking with at least 5 of them, it's not to talk about. Because I'm usually good with throwing darts. I know, okay, if I'm sitting in the studio with somebody, right? I throw a name out there. Let's say I'm sitting in the studio with Busta Rhymes.
Hmm.
I mean, out of the 5, you should be picking about 3, 1 and 3, or all 5. If I'm playing more than that, it's nothing to talk about. Because I know I'm gonna play you joints that I know that's in the lane or not too far off from your lane.
Okay. Uh, you mentioned the name. Uh,
Mhm.
what did you do for Skyzoo?
I did. I was supposed to be a trap rapper. Um, the first half, and if you know the sample, you know the sample. Very well known sample. Still not gonna say the sample, but if you know the sample, you know the sample. I did the first half, probably like 90% of the joint, and then
Tell the people what album that's on.
uh damn, what's the name of the album?
Some people might not be Skyzoo fans. That was hold on.
Damn, man, how the hell I'm not? I don't
Yeah.
know. Um,
You the producer, man.
why I want to say put Bodega Flowers. I know that's the name of the record. That's one of my favorite records on the album. Let me tap in, man. I'm done right now. You got to excuse me. You got me checking myself, and that's bad.
So
And
you on the same album with Mark Infinite and what was the name of that album? Uh
it is called All the Brilliant Things.
there you go.
All the Brilliant Things have Bodega Flowers. You know what I'm saying? All them joints on there. Um, I feel like that was slept on, and that's definitely album of the year. Y'all need to go. Y'all need to go tap into that. Skyzoo. I'm about to say Elza. Skyzoo and L always put out some of the dopest projects. Well cohesive. But I did. I was the first half. I was supposed to be a trap rapper on Skyzoo's album. All the Brilliant Things.
Okay. So in your production, I've noticed you stay. I've heard songs that are almost under 60 beats per minute, and I've heard some that are maybe 80. Like what's
Mm,
your, I guess depending on your mood, you're between maybe 65 and 85 or 65 and 82.
I don't think I ever made a joint that slow. It's normally 75 to 85.
Okay.
I'm trying to do a lot more with 88 to like 90
92.
somewhere BPM. Yeah, somewhere around
Yeah.
there. But again, these dudes don't be rapping at that fast. I try to go for like the slow kill type of vibe. But I will say though, working with Elvis made me rethink that. I've sent joints that was like 78 BPM.
Hmm.
L would be like, nah, I need about 4 different BPM. So he'd be like 80, 82, 84, 86. And I'm doing them for every beat. So every joint on there, even some joints that haven't been cut on the album, I'm doing that for every joint, changing the BPM. I'm like, bro. And some may be loops, so they might throw the loop out of whack. I'm like, bro,
Right, right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? So yeah,
Damn.
every joint.
Uh, I follow you on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
One dude got on you for
Mm-hmm.
using B Butcher samples.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the
That's funny.
problem with it. Like
Fuck,
you remember the conversation.
fuck them, respectfully.
Yeah. What is it about B Butcher samples that you love?
Everybody, oh, they're just going somewhere else. My fault. I jumped the gun. Um, the drums is I like how you process the drums. I like how the drums are processed. Um, the loops that he gives you. It's so much that you could do. All of Eddie Kingston is Big Butcher. I made that be like 5 minutes, but since I'm getting placements with them, people try to discredit what I do. They try to say, "Oh man, stay out of Big Butcher kids," or "You sound like Damage," or "You sound like I with the whoop." And I'm just like, man, so y'all just don't listen to what the hell else I got going on, because clearly I got my own sound. If you're a Griselda fan, then you love Griselda. That's only the fuck you're gonna hear. Excuse me again. That's only that you're gonna hear. I'm like, what about Skyzoo? I got a whole project with L. What about Papoose?
You have balance.
I have balance. I could go do. I got soca beats, bro. I can go do soca records. Like that's where I'm at with it. I'm thinking bigger. Every time I'm creating, I'm thinking bigger. But for the time being, I'm great where I'm at. But if you just love Griselda, I'm gonna get those comparisons. Like for instance, right? I knew the hell I was doing. So they was like, yo, Little C's, the joint I did for West and on Money Caesar, they was like, man, this sound like a knockoff Dr. Birds. I respect it. I love it. What Dwayne Wade said, I love it. You know what I'm saying? So I can respect it though. Um, but that's never my intentions when I'm giving somebody production. Well, giving them production. I always try to give them something different, but they like what they like. So
Mhm.
it's like, okay, I know what to give them. I always try to give them, truly J.R. Swift. I don't try to compromise. Whenever I do, it's like the watered down version. Not saying like not to discredit them or myself, because it's never gonna be that. I'm always gonna give you the highest quality. But I'll say this. I just say this. They like what they like. You see what I'm saying? Um, but far as the drum kits, I'm going to continue to use them. He about to work on Phil 4 right now. I'm going to use those. I'm going to use everything that's in that. It's nothing that like why. Like that. That's the thing. This is why, bro. Producers, I hate producers. Producers are weird, man. Like shout out to the ones that I do rock with, but producers could be very weird because they feel like I'm using the same sounds as him or her, because we got female producers. I'm using the same sounds as him or her. Why I'm not in a position as him? Because I'm better. That's simply what it is. How about you just give me credit and just say I'm better than you? I got people out that I feel that's better than me. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to Praise, shout out to Soundtrack, shout out my man Aesthetic, so on and so forth. I feel like there's people that's better than me. You got to give credit where credit is due. Just say
Right.
JR Swift is better than you. That's it. Or any other, not even just me, any other producer, just say that they're better than you. Work hard at your craft. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I will say that I hate is that, of course, I'm using the same sounds as everybody else. So if you go cop the Beat Butcher Filth kit, Everybody and your mama gonna copy. They want that Griselda sound. They want to work with Griselda. I did the Little C's record. So I did the Little C's record. Orby Butcher. Somebody used the exact same drums and sample as me, but the timing of the drums and the sample wasn't synchronized correctly. So that's what I'm saying. Like y'all not even doing the proper things correctly. And it's little stuff that I do is where we're now it's levels to the production. Like I'm studying different people. I'm studying my peers that's better than me as to why I'm going to keep leveling up. And people feel like, yo, you just nice. Yeah, I know I'm nice, but I gotta study the people that's better than me so I can be nicer. And
Right.
here's the thing, um, artists and fans don't give a damn about what you use.
At
Yo,
all.
the beat fire. I appreciate you. Thank you. The the beat is fire. Only producer's gonna sit, man. I use that same thing. Like, man, like, bro,
Right.
like,
Right. I could have flipped that better.
I
That's
could have
that's what
fit that
that.
better.
Yeah.
But okay, but did you? Oh, you didn't. Okay, so move along. There's room for you to grow, and people hate that. Like, I think that whole interaction that I did with the troll, because the dude had like 9 followers,
Right.
but
Right.
I just wanted to have fun. So the dude had like 9 followers. He was like, man, but that's not the first time I heard that. Yo, stay out of beat with your drum kit. Okay, but he put it out for a reason. Same with sample pack. Yo, you get me?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And you get me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Hold on, I'm gonna leave and come back. I'm gonna
All
leave and
right.
come back.
All right. Hope you guys are enjoying the interview so far. Directly after this interview, we will be doing the track auction. I'm not gonna call it the beat auction. The track auction. Send your beats. If you want your beat in the track auction, just send it to trackauction@gmail.com. I will put that in the chat. We will play your beats. We will start off the bids at $100 and they will go up from there. There we go.
Yeah,
All
all
right.
right, we,
All
we
right.
good, we good. Oh, for my cousin called me. Hopefully everybody's still on. But
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
um, people, simple packs, drum kits, so on and so forth. People put these out for a reason, um, to be used. So don't get mad if I'm picking the right loops, the right drums. And a lot of times I pick other pieces and still flip it fire. You know what I'm saying? But why get mad that I'm doing something better than you? Just study. That's what I did. I've been studying for a very long time to be in the position that I'm in, from mixing to mastering to um mainly just production. Studying some of my favorites, studying some of the my peers to be better. So what's the problem? People think, oh, I'ma just jump in this, make beats, and sound like Alchemist, sound like Damages, sound like JR, sound like Camouflage Monk, so on and so forth. Nah, you can't do what I do. You definitely ain't gonna do what I do. Cause I'm gonna tell you some real shit. People don't even play bass lines no more. I still play bass lines. You know what I'm saying? So it's levels to the production, man. And I don't care about none of that, bro. I tell them all the time, you ain't better than me, respectfully. Mm.
I just wanted to say what up to some people in the chat. Pete Twist, Twizzy, what up? Jamil Honesty,
Shout out to P Twist.
Cool Calm Maurice.
Mm-hmm.
I think I seen Jay Swift's in here.
Shout out to my pops, man.
That's right. RTO is in here.
Shout out to RTO.
Quartermain is in
Shout out to Quarter
here.
Man.
Tremaine Travis, Jamal the Prescription, DJ Marcus, Agent Smith, Charles Clements.
So
Oh,
we got a
track
lot of people in here.
Tech Beats is in here.
Shout out to Tech.
Yeah.
We got a lot of
Um,
people in here. It sounds like,
yeah.
man, I gotta take the YouTube.
I'm mad because I'm mad at you
Yeah.
because I sent you some sample packs that I did not hear on any albums, unless I missed something.
Mm. I'm gonna be real, man. Now, so listen, right? I have at least over 2 gigs worth of samples. It the inspiration, I'm just a sound guy. Like the sounds has to be there. It had to be something weird. I could have 2 gigs worth of samples, and that's a lot of samples. It could be a whole list of them, or it could be, folders. I probably will only use like one folder, or maybe like 20 samples. It's because I'm trying to look for a particular sound when I'm creating a beat. That's what makes me different than any other producer. I'm not going in thinking, trying to sound like anybody else, because most producers do. I'm going in as JR. I'm going in with a clear mind. This simple fire. I'm about to flip this. Flip it, add the drums, do what I do. If I feel like it calls for more, then I might hit up the homies to play some keys and stuff over it. So that's the thing. I think a lot of producers overthink their production. I don't. I go in on some Bruce Lee shit, like be like water. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I move.
Wow. Your pop says send him the samples. I got you. I got you.
Man, don't say no samples. That niggas got records. He got records on top of records, man. He just being greedy. He don't need nothing else.
ah um how did you end up working with Jamil Honesty? It's one of
Um,
my favorite MCs out of Be More.
I don't remember. I don't. I think Jamel reached out to me. Um, and then we started working from there. This like early on. I think he reached out to me,
So he
and I
saw it
was like,
early. He saw the talent
yeah,
early.
yeah, absolutely. Shout out to him, man, because a lot of people didn't, and it's no shade to them. You gotta put in the work. People see the work after, but he did, and I think we cut like 2 records, and this was like 2018, 2017, somewhere around there. Um, he did his thing. He did his thing. I definitely want to do more with bro. But yeah, Jamil's one of those ones, man, that actually still raps. Like I said,
Hmm.
he still raps. Um, we gotta appreciate those that still do. A lot of people, they give you little cookie cutter bars and try to half ass they art just to get a bag. Jamil still gonna out rap some of your favorites and then still get it back for it. I'm quite sure. So shout out to bro.
He said the songs you did were Dice Game and 24.
Yeah. 24 was I think 24 is probably the bigger record that we did. That's when we had the scratches and everything. He did a video for it. I think he did a video for Dice Game too, if I'm not mistaken. But 24 was definitely that joint. Um, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm on my Bob Ross shit, man. I be painting. You know what I'm saying? Some of the illest. You know what I mean? Some of the illest, man. Rome Streets too. Like we did 96 Naughty. I think that's his most streamed joint that we done. Yeah, man.
Rome used to confuse me because he would do boom bap, then he would put out a trap song. Like I didn't know what audience he was trying to go for, but now maybe he was just experimenting. But I like Rome now.
Yeah, I mean it could have been, one of those situations. Um, artists don't really know where they're going until they start getting love from certain fans.
Right.
Um, he was getting a lot of love from the hip hop circuit, more so than the trap. So he chose his lane. That was the same for me. Like a lot of people don't know. I was doing trap before I started doing what I'm doing now. Like
Really?
I was doing a lot of like Lex Luger type joints, stuff for like Travis Porter, Waka Flocka. Like I swear to God, bro, I was on that type of time. I was on that time. I was looking at a video on Facebook not too long ago when I first moved to Charlotte. Since back like '09, because I almost been here like 12 years. Come Halloween, it'd be 12 years I've been in Charlotte. And I was looking, I'm like, damn, I was really on some, Lex Luger, BMF, type vibes. That's the type of time I was on. A lot of my early influences was like Ryan Leslie, Lex, um, who I'm trying to think of, man. Maybe like Brian Michael Cox, pause. Polo the Dawn. Polo the Dawn was definitely one of my heavier influences back in the day. Like from the Fergie joint was the London Bridge,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to Crying Out for Me by Mario. Like yeah, I was tapped in, bro. Like I was really, really tapped in. Um, I actually missed that era because I feel, the musicality was way different than it is now. Even with the singers, even with the production, people was really playing they joints. I still go back and listen to those records and see how Dark Child was on it when in his bag. Brian Michael Brian Michael Cox Post was in his bag. Um, who else? Scott Storch, of course. Timbo, well, Marvion, Icebox, all these type of the records they was putting out, man. Like the musicality was so fire. Then listen to the records now that we hear on the radio. It's not as polished as it once was. And I'm like, damn, like what actually happened? What happened to the R&B? What happened to even the hip hop stuff? Like what really happened? Did we get lazy? Did we change with the times? Like what actually happened? So
When we gonna see you work with some North Carolina MCs, most notably Cole, um, Little Brother, uh,
man,
shit, even PD Pablo. Fuck it.
that's funny. Man,
You you you
so
you you got to move it up to 90 BPM for PD though.
people would go crazy. Um, I got several drinks for Cole. I have several drinks for Fonte or Little Brother as a group. That's actually on my vision board. Um, I had joints for Loot. If you know about Loot from Dreamville, I
Yeah,
had
yeah.
joints for Loot. His album is actually fire. Y'all go check that out. Gold Mouth. Um,
That just came out
who
last
else?
week, right?
Yup, fire.
Yeah.
Jamonte is the up and coming artist from Charlotte. We gonna link. I thought we was doing the joint, but he actually was featured on the joint with the homie Joe Sig. So I'm tapped in, man. It's just a matter of time. I think producers get very impatient, as well as myself. Like we want the now to happen,
Right.
and
Right.
it's like, yo, it's not my time yet. Like maybe the door hasn't opened for me yet. Like you figure, maybe it's not time for me to work with Cole because I actually want to work with Kendrick too. So as far as like Kendrick and Cole and stuff like that, maybe it's not my time. Maybe I gotta do a lot more legwork, and I still going to continue to do legwork to work with those artists. So maybe it's not my time. That's all. But when my time comes, I swear I'm gonna deliver. So I ain't really tripping, man. Yeah, y'all gonna hear something soon, real soon.
Did the Little C's record come through Instagram too? How the
Yep,
little Wow.
yep. A lot of the joints came through Instagram, man. That's what hit me. Like I remember I was on the phone with a shorty. So I forgot who it was, man.
Click up.
Listen, I forgot who it was, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I forgot who it was, and he was like, "Yo, delete, delete this." Say less. What you mean? Say less. So I ended up deleting. It happened to me with damn. It happened to me. I think I was on the phone with my ex. Because I made a beat making video of the Welcome Back beat I was telling you about. I posted it on Twitter and it went crazy. Went crazy on Twitter. I'm like, yo, y'all tag Roy Binks. Y'all tag Roy Binks. Um, he was like, yo, he followed me and he was like, yo, send me some joints. Man, I told my ex, yo, I'll call you right back, you heard? So I hung on the phone with her and I sent that man like mad joints, man. I don't be playing, bro. I do not be playing when it involves my music career, man. Like I'm putting that first. That's what pays me, pays my bills, make sure my family good. So
Mhm.
you think I'm not gonna hang out with a shorty and take care of that? I'll holler at you later. And you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So shout out to her though. You know what I mean?
Shout out to her.
Respectfully, respectfully, man.
uh, bucket list MCs. I know it's a bunch, but top three. Do three for rap. I mean, three for hip hop. I'm not gonna call it shit rap. Three for hip hop and three for R&B.
Um, damn, three. Kendrick Cole. Um, Kendrick Kendrick Cole Nas.
Man, I was hoping for Ghostface or you know. I
He's on there. I'm gonna run him down. I don't know how long you want to stay on here. I know you trying to do
no no
your
no.
joint.
We good. We good.
But
We
I
got
definitely want to run them through. But three, definitely Kendrick Cole, Nas, R&B, her, Giveon. Damn. The last one, man. If we doing strictly singing, man, I'm gonna say Fonte.
okay.
I'm gonna say Fonte for sure.
I'm gonna send you this guy on Twitter. Like
Okay,
he's a singer. He's over in UK. I
okay,
think you guys work good together. His name is Tan Solo.
okay,
ThanSolo.
okay.
Like
Time.
yeah, Tan
Fire.
Solo. Fire. The two songs he got on
Mm,
Spotify, crazy. Crazy.
man, it's a lot of people. I see. Here's the thing. I think a lot of people need to do their homework. It's a lot of people. We no. I take that back. Take out Fonte. I'm putting in Dwelly.
Mm. I can see you with what's the two cats from the UK that sing? Well, one raps and the other one sings. Children of Zeus. I can see you doing a project with them.
You know what? I haven't really tapped in. I've been seeing a lot of B
Oh,
Butcher doing stuff with them.
you got to tap
I
in.
s- they fire.
Yeah, Children of
Mm,
Zeus is fire. You might
okay,
have to take
word.
you might have to take off one of them R&B people for them.
Okay, word. Yo, so listen, right? I'm trying to be in my mainstream bag. Whenever when I start building, cause I want to joint with Tory Lanez, and I want to joint with Young and May. I want to join with Fabio Foreign. I want to join with Steph G. So yeah, I'm tapped in with the drill. I'm tapped in with a little bit of everything, bro. So
I think me personally, I think you should bring them to your lane. Like people already know what they're known for, but like it's like when you hear Two Chains over DJ Premier or Two Chains over Status
fire,
Selector, like it's
fire.
always fire. Like it's something you don't expect. and you're bringing them into your world. 'Cause everybody's gonna know 2 Chainz for trap and strip club music, but
Mm.
to really show off, you a cat who loves bars. Like these dudes can really rap. Like
Yeah,
two
yeah.
Chains can rap.
Yo, have you heard the verse on Two Chains on side B? On what is it? Forest is the Forest part?
No,
I think it's the joint with West, Two Chains, and Armani season. Two
see,
Chains
see,
Two Chains was talking different, bro. He was talking different.
that's what I'm saying.
Fine.
You gotta like as the producer, you gotta bring them to your world, like where it meets. You guys meet in the middle.
Yeah, speaking of that, right? I seen Hitmaker talk about that. He said somebody was interviewing him. They said, "Yo, um, do you feel producers should produce for the artists, like bring them, like you said, bring them to us, or the other way around?" Some was like, "Nah, like you should, just shut up and just give them whatever they want." See, but that's the thing. You become stagnant. Like when I'm sending joints to Griselda and all them, I'm trying to give them stuff that's out of their element. So it won't sound the same. That's why I say before, like, what I mean, Shorty with Sovereign. Sovereign didn't give them a Griselda type beat. It was her and they was able to do their thing. That's why she had the
Right.
better record or the best record on side B. You see what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
you gotta be able to produce. You got beat makers, you got producers. Like I've been in both sides. Like if you emailing production, then you're just a beat maker. You know what I'm saying? If you're having an artist and giving them the landscape, you on your Bob Ross, you on your Basquiat, you painting, whatever. Then you're in the producer side of things. I've been in both sides. So it just depends how you want your career to be. If you're dealing with artists, you want to paint that picture. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to be like, hey, listen, we should go in this direction. This can help you, especially you haven't had production like this before. If you're a beat maker, like I send joints to, Benny, Grav, so on and so forth. I'm in a beat maker
Ooh,
status.
didn't
You
Graf
see what I'm
just put out
saying?
a record?
He putting out a project fully produced. God bless his dad. He putting out a project fully produced by DJ Shay, which I met 2019. Putting out a fully produced joint by DJ Shay. I sent joints to Grab. I'm like, yo, bro, because I'm hearing. I'm like, yo, son is nice, and I
Mm,
definitely got some joints for him. But being a producer, man, it could be difficult. You trying to reach out to different artists. Um, and here's the thing too, man. That shit could be annoying. Sometimes you trying to reach out to some artists. You trying to work. It's so many people trying to work with them, and it's
right,
not to knock anybody. Not saying this towards graph or anything. I'm just saying just as a whole. You know, I'm building my name. You know what I'm saying? I may be. Some people may consider me, low tier. Some people may consider me up and coming. Listen, I'm still up and coming, regardless, which I think. And I'm still building my name. So you figure when I'm trying to work with somebody, I'm still competing with the bigger name. So if I'm trying to work with Ross, I send joints to Ross. But if I'm trying to work with Ross, I'm competing with maybe like a Murder Beats or maybe the Olympics or maybe Justice League, so on and so forth.
right,
The guys or groups that has bigger names than me, I'm still the quote unquote the little nigga of everybody. And I'm trying to send joints.
right.
So, but what you about to say?
Uh, you had said something, but you had kept going, so I forgot. Um, it's all good. Um, you retweeted some of my. I had a rant a couple week maybe last week, about loops versus chops. what
Mm-hmm.
which what is your stance on that? You retweeted, so I think you agree with me that it doesn't matter, like as long as it sounds good. Like the
That
consumer
that
doesn't
mhm.
care.
You answer your own question. That goes back to what I just said. The consumer, the artist, does not give two dog shits about what you're using, long as it's fire,
Right,
bro. Like Eddie Kingston is a loop, two loops. But again, you still gotta pick the right sounds. You gonna pitch it up, you gonna pitch it down, you gonna, you know what I'm saying, do what you do. That's why I said, like, a producer would sit and critique, oh man, he using everything of, B Butcher, or man, he's X, Y, and Z. Hey, listen, my pocket said different, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my pocket saying different, my closet saying different, my equipment saying different. You know what I'm saying? So why I'm saying all to say, not to boast and brag, because I'm not that type of dude. I'm
talk your
saying that
shit,
all
King.
that
Talk your shit.
absolutely. I'm saying all that to say, what does that matter? Y'all not putting bread in my pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not AJR, bro. Like, nah. Y'all not putting money in my pockets. The artists are. And I know, I understand there could be a back and forth between artists and producers. You normally get paid last. But at this point, a lot of producers be doing some sucker stuff that I don't agree with. But it's neither here or there. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're dealing with an artist, yo, this is fire. It don't matter if you only use two tracks in your DAW, or tracks in your DAW. It don't matter. They don't care. Yo, this is fire. Like, if they able to write, then you won in your eyes. If you're able to get paid 5 bands, 3 bands, $1,000 off of 5-10 minutes worth of work, you won. It's
Right.
people who make beats, right? 30 minutes to an hour. Not just composing. They didn't even get to the drums yet. They didn't even get to mixing yet. You know what I mean? Hour and a half to an hour, or half an hour, whatever, to get where they need to go, have no work. So if you're able to get paid 5-10 minutes off for a joint, what you complaining about? Why you worrying about what I'm doing? I ain't worried about what you doing. I don't care. I'm saying your work is not my work, and vice versa. Only producers think about stuff like that, not the consumer.
Right.
Oh, yo, this is fire. This is dope. They're gonna buy, stream your music. Get to the bag. Enjoy your life. Like,
And let me tell
that's what I'm
you,
saying.
producers are the most hating ass people ever.
Very talk, bro.
Nigga, like
Talk.
if that beat doesn't have 12 different chops, niggas is hating. And also, what I noticed, producers do not retweet other producers'
Unless
projects
you
or work.
unless you're they mans. Unless you know what I'm
Right.
saying. Unless y'all cool, um, then you get the retweets, and bro, I pay attention to everything. I know who, you know what I'm saying? Listen, Instagram algorithm ain't that, ain't that crazy. You see my shit, bro. It's not that crazy. Like, you see my stuff. That's why I said, bro, like, I don't
I
care.
see your lives more than I see your posts. For me, on the Instagram,
Yeah.
my algorithm, I see your lives more than I see your posts.
And it be the same people that's in my life. It be the same people that's in my life, bro. I mean, I got 8,000. Some people that got 12, 18, whatever, whatever. It be the same exact people that's in my life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, I guess, you got some people that jump in your lives. You got some people that like your post or your IG story, whatever, whatever. But it's like, once you get to know me, like, I'm a cool individual. I'm gonna tell you if I don't rock with something. I tell the whole world I don't rock with a particular thing about our community. There's really no producer community. It just who's inside. So I think of the industry like a tall, big building. So you got niggas that's inside, and you got some people that's outside still doing what they need to do to come inside the building. So being that I'm technically in the building, I may be in the basement. You know what I'm saying? I may not make it to the first floor, or hell, I'm on the first floor. Forget, well, I'm in the first floor. Some people not even in the building yet. So it's like, damn, whatever. But they can be. They can be very hating, bro. And it's like, bro, why do you feel like you hating? Like, I'm 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got my first placement at like 27. You know what I'm saying? I got my first placement at 27 years old. I only been in the game since 2018. So you figure I've been making beats since I was 12, 13, technically at 6, but really full-fledged at 12, 13 years old. I got my first placement at 27. So from 2018 to now, I've been putting, from 13 to now, I've been putting in crazy work.
Right.
And I believe in time. It's not your time yet. My time can die down, nigga. Y'all could stop checking for GI Swift. And I mean, I could come and go. And I feel like I had them moments already. I feel like, you know, people wasn't checking for me. Other people got popping or whatever. Boom, I came out of nowhere. Then I'm popping again. It's like that. So maybe it's not your time yet. Be patient. Like, damn, like, or get your artist that's nice and build that rapport. Shout out to Blessed Girl. God bless her dad, little sis. She did that with Jamal Gasol. They put out an album
Fire.
and it was dope. Got vinyl press, everything, and they did what they supposed to do. Maybe you do the same thing because I've done that. I had a group, still got because I have a group that me and my homie started called Ill Science. It was me and my homie Cordova, and this is way before the streaming era. So this is like heavy on blogs. If you're not on Two Dope Boys, Hip Hop DX, you wasn't really popping like that. It was hard for you to really get popping. So we come from that era. This era, we would have swept. We would have did damage all day. So I come from the era where I produce somebody. You know what I'm saying? We talk back and forth like, yeah, what you think about this? I think you should do X, Y, Z, whatever, whatever. And same for me. Yo, I think this beat will work and so on and so forth. And that's somebody that was willing to invest in their craft. A lot of these dudes
Right.
not even doing that too. So we come from that era where it was just blog era. Now it's like you don't gotta worry about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't. So produce your own artists, produce your own music. You got instrumental albums, whatever. Like work, make the Spotify work for you, so on and so forth. But I don't know, man. These dudes, they been moving different for me.
Are you using Bandcamp at all?
I tried to, yeah. Last joint I did, the last joint I uploaded on Bandcamp was me and the homie Raz Fresco, called Dillinger. That was the last joint I uploaded on there. So yeah, I do. I don't promote it as much. I try to promote my Spotify. My Spotify numbers went up, and that's another thing I'm gonna touch on real quick.
How many monthly followers you got right now? I'm gonna follow you right now on Spotify.
Now, I'm gonna let you tell me.
All right. Let's see. Come on, Spotify. God damn. Slow as hell. Uh Damn, Spotify acting like you don't exist. What the hell going on? Oh, there we go. You have 31,000 monthly listeners. Not bad. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Gucci
Hey,
casket.
Yeah. I put out the instrumental. Um, but here's the thing, though, right? When you this is where I fucked up at. Shout out to my cousin A1. That's my big brother right there. That's my mentor. Um, he gave me the game because you look at his numbers. That nigga numbers is crazy. He gave me the game. He was like, man, um, when you working with artists, make sure they do it as a collab. So that way, you have the numbers, yeah, share the streams. So I was able to do that with my homie Jay Hayes. The bugging on Boxing, 39,000 right now, 39,033, right? So I went from 179 monthly listeners to 31,000 monthly listeners. So and now just imagine if I was thinking at that time. Just imagine if I would have did that with Light One, Right One, like we was putting out the singles with Elza. If I would have been like, yo, add me to the streams, I that 31,000 would have been well into the 100, 200 streams, probably more. If I did that with Light One, Right One with L and Stain with Westside Gunns. Both of the numbers is up there. I think Stain is at like 700,000. I'm about to tell you right now.
Are you looking? Do you look at your Spotify stats to see where they're listening from?
I do. Um, I could tell you all that right now. Give me 1 second, man. I think a lot of it is from. It's definitely from here for sure. So I'm gonna go to. Let me see, man. My shit went crazy. All right, yeah, a lot of it's from here. 25,000 is from the states. 1,000 was 1702 from Italy. 1483 is in Germany, and then it gets lower from there. So the United States, Germany, and Italy. So it's popping there.
So to me, like Spotify is it's almost equal to Bandcamp in the sense that you can get these stats from Spotify. I don't think you can
Yeah.
get what city people are buying. Well, you get direct email addresses, so maybe that's. But if you
No.
want, but if you want to go on tour, you want to know where you're heavily streamed. You want to know where your songs are popping. But you still want
Right.
if Bandcamp added locations of people, that would just be amazing. But Bandcamp's interface is just hard, too hard for some people to even purchase music.
Yeah, for sure. Um, I think a lot of people prefer like Spotify, Tidal,
Hmm.
so on and so forth. Um, it's easier. A lot of people have the app. A lot of people not trying to go on Safari on a phone or on a computer or Chrome, whatever, and
Right.
type in Bandcamp and so on and so forth. But you make bread if you're running your plays through Bandcamp, then the following is gonna be on Bandcamp. But for me, I'm gonna run my followers through IG and Spotify. That's where I'm gonna get my bread at, so on and so forth. So, um, I guess pick a platform that works for you.
Hmm.
Like I said, I mentioned my cousin. My cousin A1, his platform is mainly like Spotify. Like my man got like what 300 plus K on monthly listeners, and I think top 5 songs nothing less than 1 million streams.
Damn.
So yeah, he's popular. Probably the face of jazz rap. So then that's another thing too. Music is heavy in my family from him being the MC, my pops being a producer, I'm being a producer. I was around other producers, around MCs. So music is definitely influenced like heavy in my family.
What's his name? A1.
Yeah, AWON.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh yeah, he got 300,000. Yeah. I'm about to follow him right now.
Hmm. Yeah, bro, put in work. That's a person I really look up to.
Okay. So what's next for you, man? What you got? What you got
Uh,
coming? What you got that you know that's going to be coming out?
me and terminology.
What?
Um, yeah, me and term,
Okay.
and I'm starting off the album for Little Fame. So me and Little Fame got a joint. Start off the as far as what I've heard, I've talked to some people and it's still set in stone. So I'm telling y'all, what's set in stone. I'm starting off the album, and there's some notable people, producers on that project from what I've heard. Of course, I can't say, but
Right.
I'm starting off the album. Even with that, um, I had into I I guess a beat, not really a beat battle, but a contest, and I ended up winning the contest, and got a placement, whatever. And I mean, I know eventually what happened, but that was just something set in stone. So I was just, another avenue, and it, gain some traction, so on and so forth. So I'm setting off the album. So those two, terminology and Little Fame.
Okay. That little fame. Well, both of them gonna have DJ Premier on there, so you gonna be in good company.
I mean, listen, the terminology is gonna be that's the single, so that's all me.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
that's gonna be single, but the album with Fame, I don't know if Premier's on there or not. I don't remember. I might have talked to some other people, but as far as what I've heard, it's definitely like something crazy for sure. And for me to be in a company of these people, again, that shows the elite status where I'm at. So
Right.
you know,
Okay. Well, shit, you already got IG popping. Give people your all your socials so they can argue with you.
I mean, yeah, it's the same, man. Twitter, JR Swift, so JRSWIFT Z. Don't forget the Z. And it's Swift. Don't add the Z. Can they be like, yo, Swizz? Nah, son. Like, don't add the Z. Y'all bugging.
Oh,
It's
you know
JR
what?
Swift.
I added the Z. Damn.
No, no, and that's how you spell it. But people be
Okay.
trying to say it with the Z, and it's like,
Oh,
nah,
okay.
it's just
Got it.
JR Swift. It's the same for RG, Bandcamp, Spotify, um, Twitter, all the socials, man.
That's what's up. Um, thank you for coming on. I really
Thanks
appreciate
for
it.
having me.
I'm kind of glad that we waited. We were supposed to do this like 2 years ago, but I'm glad we waited that you now have placements under your belt because if I'd interviewed you back then, you would have had one song under your belt. And
Yeah. Absolutely. We didn't get to talk about the Papoose joint too, but
good. Now talk about the Papoose. I forgot about
no,
that.
no, no.
Go
You
ahead.
good? I mean,
Did
even with
your pops hooked that up, right? The Papoose situation.
nah,
What?
nah, nah, nah. He didn't actually. Pap had hit me up. Um, randomly, he was like, "Yo, you are these joints still available?" And these is beats. These were beats from 20 like 14, 15. It was only like one beat that was like brand new. The Sticks to Stones beat that I did for Pap is brand new. The Gemini, my favorite Gemini, the joint he was talking about Remy, that's brand new. But the Serial Killer, the joint that went viral, man, that beat was like 2014, 2015. I'm like, son, you really want to use this? But nah, that was on me. He reached out to me and he wanted to work. So yeah, nah. But that was crazy. February we had me and my pops on it. I think that's the first time we seen like a father son production duo on a project. So yeah, that was crazy.
That's nuts. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
man.
But
Yeah. So right after, as soon as we get off of this, we're gonna go right into the track auction again. We're gonna try to blast off some beats.
yeah,
MCs,
did anybody buy anything last time, bro?
no, no. If there are any MCs in the building, stay tuned. I'm gonna log out. Stay on this channel, and we will start a brand new stream for the beat auction. Send your beats to trackauction@gmail.com. Bidding starts at $100 and they will go up. You get all of the proceeds. I do not take a cut. I am just here to facilitate the producer and the MCs. So thank you for your time, sir.
Absolutely. I'm gonna say this real quick before we get off. I'm gonna
Okay.
be on here. I'm gonna be on because I ain't trying to say B auction. That sounds crazy. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be on the production auction, man. But I'm gonna switch it up, man. For my joints, it gotta be at least 250 starting off.
Okay.
If y'all want the JR Swift joint for the low, 250
Two
starting
two
bid.
fifty. 250. All right.
250 starting bid, man. So it's, you know what I mean. If you get your projects right, man. You stop playing. I know y'all want the heat. Come holler at me, man. So
Right.
yo, guys, I
Look,
appreciate you, bro.
250 for a guy with credits for Elzai and Griselda. That is a bargain. 250. I wouldn't even have to think about it. I would just do it if I was
That's a
MC.
fact. That's
All
a
right, bro.
fact.
I'm gonna see you on the other side.
Yo, appreciate you. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
Hey, no problem, bro. Anytime. All
You
right, y'all.
know
We gonna hang up and we're gonna come right back with the new stream. So stay on this channel. Peace.
it. Right.